A Biden administration for Louisiana typically means more regulations. And when you add more regulations, it can really hurt industries. For instance, take into consideration the chemical industry. If they add more regulations like through EPA and want to control air quality and add more regulations for air quality, that can mean that the chemical industry is spending more money, which means when an industry spends more money, what does that do? That typically decreases jobs. Industries stop hiring or they stop retaining the employees that they currently have. And guess what? When you lose jobs, when employees lose jobs, they stop spending. So it's a domino effect. It's a trickle down effect.
Louisiana's oil industry is a major employer. What would that mean?
Well, that's another issue. The Biden administration is moving more to an alternative fuel solution, and they want to get away from fossil fuel. Well, that's a huge impact on Louisiana because Louisiana supplies over 20% of the nation's oil. And the Louisiana oil market was already at an all-time low. Already, employees are suffering, have lost their jobs, have decreased pay, and they're already suffering. So if we move more to an alternative solution, then employees are going to lose their job, which again, when employees lose jobs, what happens? They stop spending, right? And it affects everybody. It affects restaurants, it affects retail, it affects everywhere where employees spend money. So it's a trickle-down effect.
What about small businesses with additional regulation? What does that typically mean?
Well, it's very difficult when government starts regulating small businesses because small businesses operate from a very tight profit margin already. And when you add more regulations to small businesses and tell them what they can and cannot do, then that's going to increase their costs. That's going to increase their costs on their services, increase their costs on their products. So they're going to have to look for a way to cut costs so they can stay in business. Many of these small business owners will have to, again, cut jobs or not retain employees. Or they're going to end up going out of business. And we've already got over 70% of businesses, out of 27.6 million businesses, 70% of businesses have been in business for 10 years or longer. These businesses are already going out of business. So if you add more regulations, if you add more taxes to these small businesses that operate on a tight margin, they're not going to be able to survive.
How can people get more information?
They can go to exitrichbook.com. ExitRichBook.com. They can get my book, Exit Rich. And not only will they get the book, but Jerry, they'll also get a free membership into my book membership, which gives them all my golden nuggets, my training videos, digital downloads. Plus, they'll get a 30-day membership in the Club CEOs.